the country, they do not list it, House District 21, as being flippable. But I see you're confident, and it certainly has been a GOP district for some time.
That's
What do you
proven
think?
wrong.
What do you think are, let's say, the top three issues that make you feel that you really can flip this district?
I think that, we talked about healthcare. I think that's going to be number one. That's going to be number one on everyone's mind into November, and even more so now that the governor was so premature in lifting the stay-at-home restrictions and telling everyone that they can go bowling and go to the movies and all that. That's going to be number one. Number two, the economic impact of this has been just devastating. There are people who, at this point when they've been out of work or when their gigs have dropped out, I have no idea how they're surviving. Hopefully they have friends and family that they're turning to, NGOs, lots of options out there, hopefully that can help them out and help everyone get through this. But when we do get through it, we're, starting up the economy is not a light switch. We can't just say, okay, everybody's back at work and, it'll all work out. It's going to be a slow grind getting back up there. And that's something that the Democratic Party has plans for, how to help people with welfare type not federal government welfare, but just general welfare kind of provisions, and expanding that, giving people a stipend of some sort from the state of Georgia could be possible, and it'll be difficult. And then I think that the third thing should be an opportunity to make the government in Atlanta, under the Gold Dome, look out into the state of Georgia for how it can make things better, and look to the people of Georgia for what they want from their government. Because it's been a long time that I feel like the Republicans who have been running the country or running the state have felt so confident in Georgia that they didn't have to look to the people of Georgia and say, well, what do the people of Georgia want? They could look up to the federal government and say, how do we use the government of Georgia to help the Republican Party on the national stage? Mm-hmm. And so, they're passing all these laws that are focused much more on national politics and satisfying party politics and satisfying the desires of conservative media and conservative pundits and think tanks, that I feel like they've really forgotten the people of Georgia over the years. And, I think that we have an opportunity as the Democratic Party to say, look, it's not about Joe Biden. I'm not here running for Joe Biden. I'm running for the people of Holly Springs, Canton, and Woodstock and the surrounding area. We can say, number one, we can say that we're going to help the people of Georgia. And number two, when they elect us in, we can do it. And we can listen to the people of Georgia. And we can just, if some national group calls me and says, well, William, we really need you to do this thing that your constituents aren't going to like, why would I do that? Either we need to convince the constituents that they would like it and tell them why they would like it, tell them how it helps them or helps their fellow Georgians or helps their fellow Americans in some tangible way. And then once they're on board, then we do it, or we don't do it. And say, national politics don't help people in the district or in the state. Following the party line, if it's not going to help the people, it's not something that I want to do.
Mm-hmm.